foolish behavior. Meghan treading a fatal line as she launched hideous attack on Queen and Royal. Meghan Markle has been warned to be cautious of her political engagement as the Duchess made a pledge to uphold the Queen's traditional royal values when she stepped down from working duties. The Duchess of Sussex has been warned to exercise caution surrounding her engagement with topics of political debate. Traditional values suggest members of the royal family should act to maintain an evident partition between the monarchy and state as two separate entities. Meghan Markle reportedly agreed to uphold this historical moral position adopted by the Queen when she and Prince Harry stepped down from working royal duties in 2020. Royal correspondent Richard Palmer suggested Meghan was treading a fine line with her recent statements concerning political activity in the United States. Speaking on the Royal RoundUp podcast, Mr. Palmer said, "I think Meghan is treading a really fine line with the comments she's made. When she and Harry left the working royal family, they volunteered, an undertaking to the Queen that they would uphold her values. I think the Queen is more careful about what she says than more junior members of the royal family, including the Prince of Wales. It's dangerous territory when you start getting involved in the constitutional crisis of a key ally." Meghan recently spoke publicly of her concerns surrounding the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade ruling which enforced the Constitution's right to choose to have an abortion. Speaking to Jessica Yellen for Vogue, Meghan said, "Nobody should be forced to make a decision they do not want to make, or is unsafe, or puts their own life in jeopardy." She added, "Frankly, whether it's a woman being put in an unthinkable situation, a woman not ready to start a family, or even a couple who deserve to plan their family in a way that makes the most sense for them, it's about having a choice." Mr. Palmer suggested Meghan's recent comments on U.S. abortion rights had not posed as large a risk to the image of the royal family as some of her previous political interventions. President Biden, in a similar manner to the Duchess of Sussex, has also spoken of his disappointment regarding the Supreme Court's decision. Mr. Palmer continued, "Where it was difficult was in the run-up to the US election when Meghan spoke out in an attempt to get more people to register to vote." Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are said to be disappointed with news that the findings of a report into bullying claims against the Duchess of Sussex won't be published, according to a source. Buckingham Palace launched a probe in March last year after staffers accused Meghan of bullying them. It came just one day after the claims were published, who reported that a former top aide to the Sussexes lodged a complaint in 2018. It was alleged that Meghan drove two personal assistants out of the royal household and undermined a third member of staff. Yesterday, June 29, a senior Buckingham Palace aide announced the investigation was complete, but that the findings would not be released. Speaking, a source reportedly close to Meghan and Harry said the ex-royal couple were disappointed by the announcement. When the probe was launched, Buckingham Palace said, "We are clearly very concerned about allegations following claims made by former staff of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Accordingly, our HR team will look into the circumstances outlined in the article. Members of staff involved at the time, including those who have left the household, will be invited to participate to see if lessons can be learned." The royal household has had a dignity at work policy in place for a number of years and does not and will not tolerate bullying or harassment in the workplace. Meghan and Harry vehemently denied the accusations, saying in a statement that they were saddened by this latest attack on her character, particularly as someone who has been the target of bullying herself and is deeply committed to supporting those who have experienced pain and trauma.